It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Hurts sets up to throw it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Don't jump. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places, and we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Fields throw pulled in by Lamb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's 2nd and 3. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Pollard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's enough 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need 1 more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he may be a few inches short. Gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, touchdown! And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And they're back within a field. It's 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go, son.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take. Downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go, son.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the option left is Fields. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That result is brute force on brute force. Think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. One play action, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option to give to Swift here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And that one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that
And
pass.
the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Now Fields. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. Good.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here you go.
On first down, it's Fields.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Henry up the middle. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd down and 3. They toss it down to Pollard.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One more time. Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good. Rumbles for 24 and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And you start to think, if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they don't get more drives like that, they won't be in this situation. That is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Option play, here's Pollard.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here we go.
3rd and 20. Now it's Fields. And this one quickly to Lamb.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready?
Off play action. Trout. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Trout.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Stop him defense. Stop him early. Get it in.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here we go, Ty.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields.
And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Eagles kick over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Trout. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go, son.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, when the ball hurts the most, the one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 102 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Taken down for the... This game, multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On first down, Trout. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Trout. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Trout. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on 2nd down, Trout. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
DeAndre Swift from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the try here for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top